the AO. Gas is moving. Hey, you're almost done here. Last chance. Finish the job. Some bitches picked the wrong fight. Dropping into the air.
Really? I know that shit happens. Oh shit.
Doing our job.
What the?
MP5, which is the Lynchman Shroud. You have to use it. Hold on, I can't. I'm trying to fix my shit here. The Sonic Suppressor. The I'll use the 7.62 long barrel, the high grain round, SPX optic, and I'll use the recoil sling. I like the recoil sling, especially if people are shooting at you. You have more flinch resistance, so you're able to like really get those shots in. But if not, if you really want to go for like full mobility, you want to be really fast, take the sling off and put no stock on. I'll use smoke grenade, Semtex, sleight of hand, Mountaineer, cold blooded, and high alert. Those are my go-to perks. Now I normally don't do this, but I'm gonna do this right now. So for controller settings, I'm gonna give you a settings. For controller settings, I use the controller. I use my controller on tactical because I got back pedals. I use the Stealth Ultra Turtle Beach controller, and I also have a custom made Elite controller. So I normally play with those two. I have the back pedals. So I play tactical. I don't have none of these flipped. Default controller vibration. Default dead zone. So you only do this if you have a new controller or if you have a controller that doesn't get stick drift. So the Stealth Ultra 2 from Turtle Beach, I'm not sponsoring this in any way, shape, or form. This is a controller I play with. This controller doesn't have stick drift and never will get stick drift because the way the analogs are made are different than regular controllers. But normally I use mine at 4. I could, if I wanted to, I could play it at 1 because this controller has absolutely never gets and will never get and has no stick drift. But for those of you that do, you want to put it at like at a 5. But if you do have stick drift, like I have none whatsoever, so I could put mine at 0. I could put mine at 1. But if you have stick drift, you obviously you change these two numbers according to that. I always keep it 95 no matter what. The triggers I always put 1 because they it reacts faster, so you aim down sight and shoot faster. For aiming, for my sensitivity, I keep it at 6.6. I don't mess with none of the the ADS sensitivity multiplier, I keep it at 0.9. And this all default at 1.1. Then vertical aim assist, this all standard. I don't mess with none of this either. For tactical stance, I keep it at 1. Aim response curve, dynamic. You have to play on dynamic. Standard and linear for aim assist sucks. The aim assist response curve, I keep it at default. Aim down sight sensitivity, I keep it at 0.9. Instant custom per zoom, I keep that off. I don't mess with none of that. Target aim assist on. Aim assist type default. Precision, focusing, and black ops all suck. Default is the most OP aim assist you could use. I use ADS aim assist is on. Third person ADS correction type is assist. And motion blur, I turn that off. Well, motion sensor behavior, I keep that off. And then for gameplay, you guys could copy these, but these are you can copy these if you want. I use automatic tack sprint. Some people have this off. Some people have this off. I don't. I have automatic tack sprint. I've been using it since Warzone, since Verdansk Warzone, which is back in 2019. So I've always played like this. Slide motion, that's off. You can't really do anything because I have automatic tack sprint. If not, you would have it on toggle hold. Auto move forward, I have off. Single tap sprint. Ground mantle off. Partial off. Slide only. You want it on slide only if you want to have those crazy movements in the game. You can't have it on hybrid, dive, tap to slide, tap. You can't have it on none of that. You gotta have it on slide only. Trigger off, on, mantle only, manual. I'm just gonna go through them. You guys can copy them. I'm just gonna name the ones that I really think that you guys should have. For Warzone, if you're playing Warzone, you can also use these settings in multiplayer. But on Warzone, you want to put prioritize interact on. So like that, you can pick off stuff from the ground quicker. If not, put tap to interact if you're playing. And then if there's a bunch of stuff next to you, you hold X to reload. If not, if you're playing multiplayer, you want to just put tap to interact. Armor, I always put apply all. Like I said, I've been playing this since OG Warzone, so I'm just used to it. But yeah, that's mine for the graphics. So you want to have it on full screen exclusive. Full screen exclusive is going to give you the most FPS that you get. I use borderless because I use dual monitors, so I have to be able to move my mouse crosshairs around between monitors, especially when I'm streaming. But when I'm not streaming, I play with exclusive. So if you're not a streamer and you're not a content creator, and if you're not doing any recordings or anything like that, play with exclusive. Exclusive is always going to give you the most FPS. And then my monitor is a Sony N-Zone M9 monitor. It's a 4K, 144 hertz, 1 millisecond monitor. I'm rocking a 4090. If you're not rocking a 4090, like I said, if you're rocking a 4090, copy my graphic settings exactly. If you're not using a 4090, if you're using anything other than a 4090, there are going to be some settings that I will name that you guys do have to change so like that you guys do get the most FPS as possible. Like I said, I could have all the settings cranked up to max, ultra, all that, and my graphic card to be able to handle it perfectly. But you want this for FPS. You don't care. I don't care about how the game looks. I want it for FPS and all that stuff. Like I said, screen refresh rate, I have these are locked, because I play on 4K monitor, 144. Aspect ratio, I keep it automatic. And then shaders, I don't fuck with that. I don't mess with this. Brightness, I do have my brightness at 60. That's how I rock mines. That's off. NVIDIA, low latency, I have that on. The echo, like I said, just copy these. The ones that you guys do have to change, I will tell you guys. And HDR, I do have that off. I do not play with my HDR. My monitor is a 4K HDR monitor. I do not play with HDR because it does kill your FPS. For graphics, custom, render resolution, you want that at 100. You always want it at 100. That's off just because we have it on custom. For upscaling, I use Fidelity Cast. I think Fidelity Cast is way better than the NVIDIA image scaling, NVIDIA DLSS. I just think it's way better, and the FPS that you get is just way better. The ray tracing I keep off. The RAM scale target I keep at 80. Just copy those. Alright, so for those of you that don't have a 4090, texture resolution, you don't want this on high, you want it on normal or low. If you have a 4090, keep it on high. If you don't have a 4090, put it on normal or low to get better FPS. For the detail quality, if you don't have a 4090, again, you want to have this on normal or low. This one, you just keep it on very low, but this one you either want to change to normal or low to get more FPS. Bullet impact does consume more FPS. It does use more power, but I like knowing where my bullets are heading. But you guys don't have to have that on if you don't want to. Now for the view, these settings you have to copy them exactly. I don't know how people could play at 80 FOV. I think that's like the normal. I can't. You want to play at 120. You want to play anywhere between 100 and 120 FOV. That's like the best spot to have it at. Field of view, you want it on affected. You don't want it independent. For your weapon field of view, you want it at wide so you can see way more. Third person field of view, you keep that at 90. Keep that at wide if you play anything in third person. I don't play none in third person. Weapon and world motion blur, you want both of these off. Field grain, you want at 0. And then for the camera movement, you want it as low as possible. You want 50-50 third person game perspective off. You don't want the flashbang to turn white. It's better to have it in dark because you can see people better in first person. And for my audio, I play in, you know, everybody's audio is gonna be different. You know, I have my own audio. I'm not gonna tell you where I got it from because I don't want anybody else to have the audio like me. But I have my own custom made audio.